Yo, what's up? It's Ron back at you again with yet another car video. The double standard in age differences in dating. And I wanted to get into this because I saw some stuff recently where there were women and even some males complaining about older men getting with younger women. You know, like they got Marquez Houston or even Brad Pitt, right? And everybody's saying, "Oh, it's just money or whatever," and that's in general too. That's in general, right? Even when I did a video back in March with my young lady friend, most people were supportive, but there were a few detractors, ironically, saying, "Oh yeah, it's just money or something," complaining, right? And I'm just like, and I've seen that a lot. They feel like, some women saying, well, these middle-aged men, they shouldn't want these young girls, or they grooming them, or all of that stuff, Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Yeah, because it's a double standard there, right? It's a very big double standard. Because check this out, on IG, on one of the pages I check out one time, the owner of the page asked some women about, how they felt about younger men. You had these women in their 40s and 50s bragging. Let me say that again, bragging about the young boys they were dealing with. Look, that happens a lot, y'all. Come on now. Seriously. Anybody saying that, I'm like, okay, if y'all got a problem with that, why you got some of these older women going for young boys? I mean, and shoot, sometimes really young boys. I mean, all these teachers, female teachers, ain't they older than these students that they going after? Or in the neighborhoods and stuff, you got some of these older women going for young boys, and this ain't, look, because even I remember when I was coming up, my grandmother was peeping some women in the neighborhood. She was concerned because she knew the game, because this ain't some new shit. Seriously, you got these women going after young men, but then if a man could do it, in fact, they'll use the men thing as a justification. Well, the men do it. Okay, fine. But don't complain when they do it if you're doing the same thing. I mean, you got that whole thing with cougars, MILFs. And shoot, they probably even go a little bit further. You're talking about some money stuff. Shoot, that's some street gigolo stuff in some cases. They'll get that young man, make him a kept man. Or sponsor him. And I remember somebody I know who gets in some high value circles. I know this dude, he said there was some women who older white women, who purposely got them like young black toy boys. Shoot, they were sponsoring these young men. And that happens a lot, seriously. I mean, I've known some of the women, and shit, I've experienced that. I remember at age 22, I was kidnapped by a woman who was 45. She's supposed to be giving me a ride to the car. She going the other direction. I'm like, my car's that way. Say, well, you want to stop by for a little bit? Yeah, sure. I ain't gonna say what happened to me when I was 17. Might be some legal charges. I'll leave it at that. No, actually, I laugh about that one. But no, seriously. That's some double standard, some bullshit ass double standard. If you're gonna complain on one, you need to be calling out the other. Seriously, but then a man do it, it's a problem. Oh yeah. But the women be bragging about it, they be passing it around. In fact, let me shout out cousin Tito. He talk about the office fuck file. In like some of these workplaces, yeah, they be checking out. I've heard older women checking out some young boy on the job or something. Talking about he could get it. I'm like, damn, ain't you my age? He say, I don't care, he can get it. Some young dudes. Oh man, I've seen some stuff. Like on a consistent basis too. Consistent. So much so, I'm gonna tell you what. To me, it's more of a norm it's more of a norm than older men with younger women. More of a norm. Because most men got to stick with women around their own age. You only got a small percentage of men who could like do that on a consistent basis. But shoot, women even complain about those dudes. Or it must be something or whatever. Well, I don't know. Are you using money to get that young guy? Or are you backing that shit up on him? Shoot, some of them get a young guy and be training him and whatnot. Shoot, even with school, if like where I'm at, the schools are closed. You know, they doing online learning. Any other time, if they were in school, I had to take a trip. I would have to take a trip up to the school just to let the female teachers know what I'm looking like. And I'm giving them a look like, yeah, fuck with my son. Hell, I remember one time I was in line at a grocery store. I talked about this when this happened too, on a video. I was in line at a grocery store. My son's behind me. This older woman coming up trying to flirt with him. Because he wasn't like close. He didn't look like he was with me. I had to call on. I was like, no, he can't really help you out. She was like apologizing. I said, what you apologizing for? She knew what she was doing. She trying to holler at him. She didn't even see me. I was like, shit, because my son tall. Older woman. Oh, can you help me get this? Shit, whatever. But seriously, that double standard got to end. Don't complain. You know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If it happens, as long as they look, as long as they are of age, legal age, don't worry about it. Said either way. Because the reality is, like with some younger women with older men, I've known plenty of women personally, younger women, going crazy over an older guy. And for people familiar, you know, I talk about tantra sometime. You know, so you got some guys who are really good at what they do. Sometimes a woman will deal with that guy because he know what he doing in the bed. They ain't even the money. Now, of course, yeah, money comes in there, but when you're talking about diesels and acculturated prostitution, stuff like that, or sugar babies or something, you know, it is what it is. Or sugar daddies. But let's be real, too. It's the same thing on the woman's side. There's a lot of sugar mamas out there. They know they sugar mamas. Shit, they look for that guy. They tell them stuff. Don't ask me how I know. I ain't sharing some shit. I'll just say, I understand the game better than... I understand that diesel side of the game better than most people would. But yeah, it's a total double standard. It's a total hypocrisy. You know, now if you're gonna be against it all the way around, fine. And there are a few people. There's a few women, they don't like it with somebody older, like an older woman get with a young boy. Though sometimes that's on some hypocritical shit too. Cause I knew one woman, she'd say that, but let's just say we caught her. She caught her. Yeah. How much time we got on here? Yeah, so I just wanted to mention that real quick. You know, that double standard is like, don't bitch. Because seriously, like on this thread, and I should have saved that particular post. These women were blatant. These women were blatant. You know, as an aside, if guys really want to know how women really think about something, check out some of those thirst pages for women on IG, like some of those pages where the women get to check out men's muscular bodies. Check them out. If you can, sneak into one of those the secret groups are to sneak into. Or get friendly with some women who are going to like be honest about like what women actually do. Because trust me, all this shit be happening. But then if a man do it, all of a sudden it's a problem. Like, and there was a seminar I got into, some women complaining about men cheating. I was like, y'all be cheating too? What the fuck is up? And they say, why do men cheat? Same reason y'all cheat. The only difference is women can get away with it better. Women are slicker about how they cheat. You know, it's like this old Eddie Murphy joke. I saw him. He did it. He didn't do it on the movie Raw, But he did it like I saw him in concert when he did Raw back in the day, right? And he said men are dogs. So it's like a dog, you know, dog will tear up the trash, everything you ask the dog will be like, rah, 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 I did this, rah, 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 and all of that, right? Like men will tell you what they doing and be obvious about to get caught, right? Eddie Murphy said women are cats. A cat will go out, do all it's got to do, hang out, do all this stuff, even some bad stuff. You ask the cat what it did, it'd be like, eh. So women be doing this stuff, they just quiet about it. So anyway, though, that's all I got for today. I just want to talk about that. Seriously, if we, you know, don't point a finger at somebody, because those 3 fingers will be pointed back at you. Anyway, I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.